Bonjour. So I'm smiling because I'm here with Judith, and we're going to talk about how we, LARVOL, can help you for WCLC. Judith and I will be at WCLC in how many days now? 10 days? Something like
10
that.
days, yes.
10
Next
days.
Friday.
In 10 days in Barcelona. Judith is based in Barcelona. I'm here in San Francisco, and we hope that you're all getting ready for WCLC. So our goal here in this meeting is to show you how Clin can help take the weight out of your preparation before, during, and after the conference. Now, Judith is laughing because that's not a lot of
I
weight.
did.
Well, here we
My.
are. A lot of weight. A lot of weight. Okay, so that's my little stunt to start. All right. So this is our objective today, to show you how we can take the weight out of your preparation for WCLC. Judith is going to demo both Clin, but also is going to demo the reports that we generate out of Clin. And today, if you leave us a comment and request, we will send you a sample for WCLC on what we can do. So let me put the weight on the floor now, and then I'll be back with you.
It seems like it's
Here
some
we are.
weight there.
It's some weight. It took some weight. Okay, so I'm going to pass the baton to Judith, and not the weight, not the dumbbell, but the baton to Judith, and she will walk you through LARVOL Clin and the WCLC dashboard that we're building out of our survey of 6,000 oncologists. And after that, Judith will get to the kind of report that we generate and that we push by email to our customers.
Thank you, Bruno. Always glad to be here with you presenting now World Lung, like getting ready. Next Saturday, we will be there. So let's see how it goes. And right now we can see, which is the best, that it's being regenerated and all the post comments that are being done around all the publications that are going to be presented at World Lung. So in here, we are looking at Clin and getting ready, right, for the conference. So we can see 9 different type of analytics in this particular conference page, and all the abstracts that is being shared. Okay, indeed, in the first tab, as I was sharing the analytics, we can see the top trials by number of posts. So in here, for the newcomers, we have the ranking list based on the number of posts, and all the different posts indeed have been analyzed by their own sentiment. So we apply some AI in there, and we are able to rate those posts by negative sentiment related, not rated, so they are a bit more neutral, the mixed sentiments, the positive ones, which are like positively reacting towards that publication, and then even some practice relevance. So we distinguish even between practice informing and practice changing type of posts. And we can see even in here that most of the comments that have been already shared by the 6,000 digital opinion leaders that have been verified at our end, they are mostly talking and reacting very positively. And even this practice relevance, tagging this practice relevance of the publications that have been made around Checkmate 816 on the top, followed by Flora, Harmony, this adjuvant, and so on. So we can see that right now all the comments are being very positive. That maybe we can even increase this list and see the long tail, which right now, again, it's keeping on positive side. Let's see how this evolves as the conference approaches.
Just
Let me make
a little comment on this ranking. To brag for a second, we have the only quantitative ranking before the conference, during the conference, and after the conference of the most impactful data release. And I say that because it's not Judith and Bruno's opinion or our colleagues' opinion. It's a survey of all of the oncologists who are sharing their views. And the AI that extract these sentiments has been calibrated and is actually, even if we could disagree with the way it classifies something as practice informing versus practice changing versus neutral, but it does it consistently, and actually more consistently than a human. And that's what we need in an analytic, is consistency. So I feel it's a very valuable and meaningful way of tracking what's trending with what we call sort of the oncobuzz of the data to be disclosed at WCLC.
Mhm. Certainly. Yes, totally. Thank you, Bruno. Indeed, we can see on the right-hand side, which are the top influencers by posts. And so the who are posting the most right now, like Dr. Amola Kade is still holding the most posts, and he is one of our top voices, and we have even called out who are, in this case, the top voices. And if we keep scrolling, we can find the other analytics more based on top companies, influencers, trials, and posts, and then more related to the abstract. So top diagnostics, top genes, and again, in here we can compare with previous years. So how it's the landscape changing or evolving across the years. So that's very interesting. That can be done as well on top drugs by abstracts. So we keep osimertinib on the top, like top MOAs, and then finally we have top conditions, which would have small cell lung cancer, which has beat it this year, the non-squamous. Okay. And then also, don't forget that we have the abstracts page where we have digitized all the information, and we have the abstract titles together with all
Oh,
the
we might have sound for a second here. So let me say something. Okay, okay. I think you're back.
oh, sorry.
Yes, no problem, no problem. There was a little glitch for a
Okay.
second, but you're back.
Okay. Then I was then on the abstract side as well, because we don't only have analytics, but we digitized all the data, so you can get access in here, and you can see all the trials, all the publications stacked to the corresponding trials, and you can even check out all the data that is behind it. Uh, you see?
And and the other thing you can do, you're about to do it, is to click on that purple button. We love purple,
Mhm.
obviously, at LARVOL. And then you get to the Trial 360 page.
Certainly. Like, I think you can see it right now. So under the trial 360 page, we would be having the full description of the trial. So everything that is behind it, the publications, the tutor reactions, the outcomes, landscapes, related trials, timelines. In here, there's not real outcome data yet, but we would be having for other trials. Let me check. Let's see, maybe the checkmate. How did I cite in here? We're having also some similar abstracts. We would be having also all KM data. Yes, we have breadth in here, sorry. So baseline characteristics, the KM plots, the forest plots. So all the data that we have digitized that has been published around all this trial would be available in what we call this trial 360 page, because you have the whole overview of the trial from each individual aspect. And then, and maybe like it would be fine, we could now show what we call as what you were calling out the recap, Bruno. What do you
Yes,
think?
the recap. And as you shift your screen to that, let me say a couple of words on this. So, our customers get, of course, access to the Clin platform. And in addition, we have what we call the social media recap report. As I said at the beginning, if you leave a message right now and you request it, we can send you that. It has a lot of value. So if too many of you request it, maybe we'll put a cap to it, a cap to the recap. But what it is essentially a PowerPoint that we send both at the end of every day of WCLC. Here we're showing you the example with ASCO. Okay, so at the end of every day of the conference, we send you an end of day recap. A few hours after the end of the conference, you receive an end of day, and then at the very end of, in this case, ASCO, but in our case, it's going to be, of course, WCLC. We send you a final recap, okay, which is a recap of all of the data presented with a color added of the reaction of the top oncologists. So I
Mhm.
let you walk through it in more details, Judith.
Sure. Thank you, Bruno. So as Bruno was pointing out in here, we're looking at the recap of ASCO 2025 in the specific area of lung cancer. And what we have put it in here are the top trials, right? So we have the top trials with the trial rating based on that sentiment analysis, which is constructed based on all the posts and the relevance of the trial. So in here, the sentiment engagement, so all the posts from the digital opinion leaders has been put together. We have considered this and given a score. In this case, we have for the IM40, this practice changing, and this practice informing for the Checkmate 8016, which right now it's the one which is getting most of the buzz. So this would be the first summary that we have. So the top trials with the trial rating, the views, and the whole sentiment that is generated around it during the conference. And this is shared both at the end of the day, and we also are generating one at the end of the conference. And for each individual trial, then we later on have its own page or its own pages. We have, first of all, the top posts on that. So from the top digital opinion leaders, we are selecting the top posts that it's around that specific trial and disclosure. And then we also share the top images, so the relevant images with the results that have been presented in the conference. In this case, are the presentations. In 40 at the top, we are also having the trial rating. So considering all the posts that have been shared by the digital opinion leaders, we are generating the rating, and that's being added on the top. And in here, we're having another example and the results. And this would go on for all the top 10 trials. And even at the end, let me scroll to that. We are having, sorry, we are having also the summary of the key results that have been presented around those top trials that we have identified based on this social engagement from the digital opinion leaders. So we are sharing the trial, their intervention, and the key results that have been presented. Sorry.
So, just in closing, we only had 2 minutes left. In closing, we'll see you hopefully at WCLC. If you're there, please let's say hello. Judith and I will be in Barcelona. So we'd love to introduce ourselves, to share with you and give you more details and maybe a more extensive demo of our platform, and again to give you a sample. We can provide you with that support for WCLC, and then of course beyond that for ESMO. We will also be at ESMO.
Yes.
We will be at SABCS and at ASH. These are the next, and also at ESMO AI in Berlin. So these are
Yes.
the next few conferences we'll be participating to. Any final words from you, and then we'll close the call.
Please reach to us. Check out our recaps; like they are really valuable. So we would be loving to connect. So see you at Word Lang.
And we're here to take the weight out of your preparation for WCLC. Au revoir.